Number 10, we have 1986 Oldsmobile 442. Depending on who you ask and what year, 442 means four-barrel carb, four-speed manual transmission, and dual exhaust, or 400 cubic inch engine, four-barrel carb, and dual exhaust. Only high-output G-bodies came with Hurst shifters. 79 was dual gate, 83 and 84 was the lightning rods, 80 through 87 was just a regular shifter. 4,273 were made in 1986. High retail is around 8,600 bucks, fellas. Number 9, we have 1980 Malibu M80. Less than 2,000 were believed to be made. In 1980, the Malibu SS was discontinued from Chevy's lineup. However, GM did produce a very limited number of Malibu M80s, which was a dealer package aimed at NASCAR fans and only available in North and South Carolina. They came with the F41 sport suspension and 305 V8 engine, good for 140 horsepower, and only came in white with blue interior. High retail is around $11,000, fellas. At number 8, we have 1987 Monte Carlo SS Aero Coupe. 6,052 were made in 1987 and were made to get better aerodynamics on the track for NASCAR, and came with a high output 305 V8 engine with a TH200 4R transmission. High retail is a little over 16,500 bucks, fellas, and this is one of the popular G bodies out there. Number 7, we have 1986 Pontiac Grand Prix 2 Plus 2. Thank NASCAR for the Aero Coupe 2 Plus 2. In a bid to help G-Bodies keep up on the track in NASCAR, GM approved Chevrolet and Pontiac to develop aerodynamic improvements for street cars that can be used in NASCAR. Only 1,225 were made. High retail is a little under 18,000, fellas. Number 6, we have 1986 Buick T-Type WH1. Only 463 were made in 1986, which makes it very rare and is distinguished by its two-tone gray and black paint. The Turbo V6 put out 235 horsepower and 330 foot-pounds of torque. High retail is around 25,000, fellas. Coming in at number 5, fellas, is the 1984 Oldsmobile Hurst Olds. 3,500 were made in 1984 and has the famous lightning rod shifters, which employed 3 shift levers to accomplish everything a single lever could do. Hurst's inspiration for the lightning rods was the Lenco transmission used in drag racing, and high retail is just a little under 30,000, fellas. Coming in at number 4, we have my favorite G-Body and dream car, the 1987 Turbo T Limited. Only 1,035 were made, second in rarity to the GNX, and is less common than the Grand National, and it sells around 30% less than the Grand National. High retail is around $36,500, fellas. That's one bad ride. Number 3, you guessed it, 1987 Buick Grand National. 20,740 were made in 1987 and may be the most popular G-Body due to movies like The Fast and the Furious. High retail is around $53,000, but these can go for a lot more depending on the miles and the condition, fellas. Coming in at number 2, we have the 1987 WE4 Turbo T. It's not a Grand National RPO code WE2. It doesn't have a spoiler. Only 1,407 were made in 1987. They say it's faster than the Grand National because it's lighter, probably because they came with an aluminum bumper support, which makes them the second fastest G-Body behind the GNX. They only came in black. High retail is about $54,000, fellas. All right, fellas, coming in at number one, the 1987 Buick GNX, the holy grail of G-bodies. Only 547 were made, maybe a few more that was given to bigwig executives. Recognizing that Buick's internal team could only take the amped-up version of the Grand National so far, management brought in McLaren and American Specialty Cars, and they improved on the engine and suspension. High retail is around 164,000, fellas, but these things can go through the roof. That's pretty much it, fellas. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I didn't pull this list out my ass. I got this from real G-body owners and real G-body enthusiasts, fellas. I just did the research. I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a great day.